Hi everybody. So I wanted to send everyone love today. It is Sunday, I think it's the 21st. It seems like it's been such a long time since I've connected. And I wanted to take a moment to just not only connect visually through FaceTime, but to also take a look at a couple of thoughts that have kind of been coming through, for me and maybe for you too. And in light of all of the drama that we're experiencing with the coronavirus, you may have found not only are you dealing with fear, but you're also dealing with feeling defeated or feeling overly engaged with having to find your way through this mess. Sometimes what happens in that process is that we turn away from our own inner guidance and our own inner faith. And the thoughts are, why be spiritual when the world is, going absolutely nuts and is in a shutdown mode? And why should I be spiritual? Because this is not working. And what I want to tell you is that everything is working. Everything within you is working, your belief systems are working, and every aspect of your spirituality is intact. What it requires, though, is it requires you to remember why you are on a spiritual path to begin with. The part of being spiritual is not necessarily to be in this woohoo state 24/7. The spiritual path is being able to see and observe what's going on around you and have faith that things will work out, and that faith that humanity will come together. And in these moments of now, it makes it really hard when you've lost your job, when you're closing your businesses. We are all at a grand standstill. And this standstill not only is for our own service, to take stock of who we are as individuals, it's also to take stock of what it is that you want to do next and how you want to be in the world. I talk about that a lot. How do you want to be in the world? Do you want to be in fear, or do you want to be in curiosity? How would you like to be, even though we don't have the answers just yet as to how this is all going to pan out? So what I want to invite you into is to, if you are finding that you're angry at the whole spiritual community, the healers, the whole thing that said, oh my gosh, it's going to be wonderful, you're going to ascend. We are in ascension. We are changing. We are vibrationally changing, fundamentally so. And it just looks different than maybe what you might have had a picture of. A lot of people think that spirituality is just about being in a state of nirvana. A state of nirvana is a blessing to be able to be had, but spirituality is just knowing your own spirit, walking in the world with the spirit next to you, in you, all about you. Spirituality is a warrior, and spirituality is a compassionate, incredible human being. So take stock, soul sisters and soul brothers, take stock in what it is that you bring to this planet with the depth of your soul and with the depth of your compassion. Because what you will find is you will see the most amazing acts of courage and kindness. And literally this virus, this pandemic is bringing us back to not only the simplicities of life that I've talked about before, but it's bringing our families back together to work on the things we need to work on. It's bringing our men home, it's bringing our wives home, it's bringing our children home, where we are all together coexisting as human beings rather than on our iPhones 24/7, running off to soccer practice and distracting. We are forced to be in our soulful body as we're sorting this out. And so I want to, invite you into that journey of allowing the ups and downs, allowing the fear to come up when it comes up, and breathe through it. Breath is such an important part of this process. This is a great time, if you don't have a meditation practice, to find your own meditation practice, whether that's painting or drawing or walking or singing or dancing, as a whole collective in your home, that you find that place to play, because that's what spirituality is. It is that coexistence of creativity and of faith, knowing that you're going to get through this. From my end of my world, we are really shut in and we're very, very careful. And it's a different way of being, and I can't tell you that there aren't days that I go, wow, what's this about? And everything I thought that was in motion is now not in motion. And so it's really allowed me to look at what were the things that I forgot that I wanted to do? What were the things that I aspire to do? And how can I help humanity? How can I help you, my family, my tribe? So if there's anything that I can do for you, I want you to reach out. If you just need to talk, I'm here. This is what we get to do now. We get to communicate. If you're feeling alone and isolated and scared, FaceTime me, call me, reach out, message. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I know that at this moment of now, maybe you're not going anywhere either. So it's a great time to commune in a really, really personal, intimate way. And if your faith right now is really shocked, and if it's rocked, and if you're mad, and if you're frustrated, it's even a better time to reach out, because that is what I'm here for, is to remind you of your light. And there's many healers that are in our community that are here to remind you that you're light, even when it feels so dark in the world right now. Collectively, if we send our energy to all of the places in the world that are really suffering, they feel our energetic imprint. And I really want to invite you into feeling as though you can do something just by sending your love and sending your compassion, sending that energy as a collective to help heal the planet and to heal humanity so that they come back to themselves. They come back to the grandness and the great experience of being a human in this beautiful, vehicle that we get to inhabit. So self-care is at the top of the list. You will figure out what the next moves are. I mean, truly what has been coming through is the more virtual you can be, the more that you can offer your services, the more you can barter, the more that you can engage people on a virtual way. Show them how to do things at home. If you're a plumber, show them how to do it from a virtual phone. If you're a hairdresser, show them how to do their hair themselves. Deliver the goods to the door and then have an intimate conversation. There's lots of creativity in compassion, and there's lots of creativity in being this really connected spiritual warrior, and that's what we are, So these are just some thoughts. I hope that they bring you back to a sense of safety, knowing that you're not alone and that we will get through this. It is happening. This change had to happen. It had to, because the world needed a timeout. And the universe has created a really big one for us. And we are blessed to be able to live in this time from the perspective that we are going to see a global awakening. For those that have passed, our wishes and our love are with all of the people that are deeply affected by this virus. My love goes out to everyone that's suffering. And again, if there's anything that I can do personally, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Always have been, always will be. Not going anywhere, right? So in this moment of now, I want to invite you back to you, taking a nice deep breath. Just bring that breath into the body. It's a collective sigh. And we will connect when you choose, if you choose, and if not, if you're receiving this video, I just want you to know that you are so loved. And I am in such a state of gratitude for my tribe. Again, always in a state of gratitude. All right. Everyone be safe, be mindful, be well, be courageous, compassionate, and above all, be your spiritual self. However you see it, however it works out for you, just be that. All right. I love you.